Hello students, in today's class we are going to discuss about the method of preparation of aldehydes as well as ketones. Okay, so aldehydes and ketones you have to prepare in different way. So they have some industrial as well as commercial method. Okay, so first of all you see the first method by oxidation of alcohol. That means by using alcohol you have to prepare the aldehyde as well as ketone both. Okay, so just see by oxidation of alcohol. Okay, see the here I have taken the one molecule of ethyl alcohol CH3CH2OH which undergoes oxidation. Oxidation means addition of oxygen. So here I am using the K2Cr2O7 potassium dichromate as a oxidizing agent. So potassium dichromate is a strong oxidizing agent. So ethyl alcohol undergoes oxidation in the presence of potassium dichromate and sulfuric acid. Okay, sulfuric acid here act as a dehydrating agent which used to remove the water molecule. So just see students, when ethyl alcohol undergoes oxidation, so how will get aldehydes? Just see, so the oxygen from here going to be attached here. So water molecule is removed like this OH and one hydrogen from this CH2. So one hydrogen is removed from this CH2, then what remain here? Only CH group. And one oxygen is attached here, converts into the CHO. Okay, CH3CHO is a acetaldehyde, is a common name. And what is the IUPAC name? Here two carbons are there. Means it is a parent circle. You can see it is a ethane, and but aldehyde group is there. That's why you can see it is ethanol. E is replaced by the suffix al. Okay, so in this way, water molecule is removed. This OH and this H2 will remove, and here we will get a ethanol by using ethanol. Ethyl alcohol is nothing but IUPAC name is what? Ethanol. So in exam, how they will ask the question, how will you prepare ethanol by using ethanol? Or sometimes they will ask in different way, how acetaldehyde is prepared by using the ethyl alcohol. Okay, clear students? So just now we will see how ketones will get by using the alcohols. One thing you remember students, whenever primary alcohol undergoes oxidation, we always get the aldehyde. Remember, and when secondary alcohol undergoes oxidation, we always get the ketones. Okay, just see the example of secondary alcohol. Here I am taken the propane 2OL CH3CHOH CH3. So 3 carbon is there. On second carbon hydroxy group is there. That is a functional group of alcohol. So you can say it is a propane 2OL. So this propane 2OL undergoes oxidation. What happens to here? So same here oxidizing agent I am using potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7 is nothing but the potassium dichromate is a strong oxidizing agent. And here I am using the sulfuric acid. This sulfuric acid act as a dehydrating agent. Dehydrating means it removes the water molecules. So see the mechanism of this reaction. When this oxygen is attached here, so the water molecule is removed like this H and this OH group. This H and this OH, H2 will remove, and this oxygen is attached. Now it is converted into the double bond. So we get CH3, C double bond O, CH3 means it will get a acetone. Okay, and water molecule is removed. So what about the what is the IUPAC name of this acetone? So just give the numbering 1, 2, 3. 3 carbons means it is a propane. On second carbon ketone group is there. You can say propane 2ONE. Propane 2ONE. Now clear everybody? So how will converts propane to ON by using the propane to OL. Now clear? In exam how they will ask the question, how will you prepare propane to ONE by using the propane to OL. Okay, so now we will discuss the second method by dehydrogenation method. It is an industrial method to prepare the aldehyde as well as ketone. It is a very simplest method. Just I have taken an example of N-propyl alcohol. You know the structure of propyl alcohol? Yes, CH3, CH2, CH2OH. 3 carbon is there. We can say it is a N-propyl alcohol. Okay. So by dehydrogenation, in this reaction we are using the copper. It acts as a reducing agent, and you have used the temperature 573 Kelvin temperature. Okay. So what happens student in this reaction? So in this reaction, hydrogen is removed. Dehydrogenation, that terms itself indicate removal of hydrogen. So how hydrogen will remove? when we can heat it in presence of copper. So it is a reducing agent. So hydrogen is removed like this. From this OH, one hydrogen is removed, and from this CH2, one hydrogen is removed. Means H2 will remove. Then what remain here? Only one hydrogen means CH, and this O means CHO. Okay, CH3, CH2, CHO means we will get a propanaldehyde, and only hydrogen gas is removed. H2. Now clear how H2 will remove? This H from OH and one H from this CH2. Okay, so in this way H2 gas is removed. We can say it is a dehydrogenation. Now clear students, very simple reaction this one. When N-propyl alcohol we have to heat it in the presence of copper, it loses the hydrogen and will get a aldehyde. So just we'll see now how we'll get a ketones. Here I am using the second alcohol, that is isopropyl alcohol, CH3CHOA CH3. So it is a isopropyl alcohol. What is the IUPAC name? Propane-2-OL. So which undergoes reduction in the presence of copper, and we have to heat it at the temperature 573 Kelvin temperature. What happens when you have to heat it? It loses the hydrogen molecule. How hydrogen will remove? So this H and this H means H2 will remove like this hydrogen, and what remain here? CH3CO. CH means when these two hydrogen will remove, obviously double bond will come. CH3C double bond O CH3. CH3C double bond O CH3 is nothing but acetone, and H2 is removed as a byproduct. So what is the IUPAC name of this acetone? Acetone is nothing but propane-2-ONE. Okay, now we will discuss the another method. Okay students, now we discuss the third method by the ozonolysis of alkene. So you know the structure of alkene, it contains the carbon-carbon double bond, it undergoes ozonolysis. Ozonolysis means we can add the ozone, O3 molecules. See the reaction here. So here I am using the one example, CH2 double bond, CH2 is nothing but ethene. CH2 double bond, CH2 is nothing but what? Ethene. So it undergoes ozonolysis. Ozone O3 is the formula of ozone. So how this ozone will add? So this O3 going to be add across the carbon-carbon double bond. Just see here, 3 oxygens are there. Two oxygen going to attach to this 2 carbon, and 1 oxygen going to the upper side. Means across the carbon-carbon double bond, 3 oxygen going to be added. Just see here, this CH2 remain as it is. This CH2 remain as it is. This double bond will go because 3 oxygen going to be added. 1 oxygen going on upper side this side, and 2 oxygen going to attach to these 2 carbons. Means in this way we get a cyclic structure. We can say it is a ozonides. Now clear? How we get a ozonide? By adding the O3 molecules. That means ozone will get a ozonoids. So this ozonoids on heating in presence of zinc and water molecules. So the bond is splitting like this. See students, it is very important. When we have to heat this by using the zinc, it undergoes hydrolysis. So the bond is breaking from like this CH2O, and this side also bond is breaking like this. Okay, CH2O, CH2O 2 times, and this oxygen remain. This oxygen reacts with this zinc. Zinc can abstract the oxygen and it will form the zinc oxide. This zinc oxide is removed like this, and what remains? CH2O, CH2O 2 times. CH2O is nothing but HCHO. Yes, CHO, just see CH2. This carbon, this 2 hydrogen means CH2O. This is a 2 times, means it is a formaldehyde. 2 formaldehyde here we get. SCHO is nothing but what? Formaldehyde. Now clear how we will get a formaldehyde, and zinc oxide is removed. Now clear? So by using the ethene, we have to prepare the formaldehyde. So what is the IUPAC name of this formaldehyde? Only 1 carbon is there. We can say it is a methanol. We can say it is what? Methanol. Al, not a OL. Okay. See the another example. CH3CH double bond CH3. It undergoes ozonolysis. Same mechanism here. Just see this O3 molecule is going to be add across the carbon-carbon double bond. 1 oxygen is attached upper side, and remaining 2 oxygen attached to this 2 carbons. In this way we will get a ozonide. This CH3 as it is. Then this CH also as it is. 1 oxygen here I am adding, and 1 oxygen attached to this lower this carbon. Another oxygen attached to this carbon. This bond will form. See there, 3 oxygen is there. So all 3 oxygen is attached across this carbon-carbon double bond. Here also we will get a ozonoid, which on hydrolysis in presence of zinc. We have to add the zinc molecule and we have to heat just. After heating, what happens, students? The bond is breaking like this. After heating, the bond is breaking from this side as well as this side. Means what in this side, what is the structure? CH3CHO, and this side also. So here CH, actually CH3 group is there. Okay, CH3. So CH3CHO. Now clear? So just see here, zinc and water. Okay, and this is a actually this side also CH3 group is there. So this is a CH3CHO, and this is also CH3CHO, and this oxygen reacts with zinc. Zinc can abstract oxygen, it forms the zinc oxide. So here 2 times CH3CHO means acetaldehyde, we will get CH3CHO. This is what? Acetaldehyde. Now clear? How we get acetaldehyde? By using the this butene. So what is the name of this compound? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 carbons, it is a but2ene. Okay, so now we'll see the another method. This is very important method from acid chloride or acid chloride. So this is a Rosenmund reduction, Rosenmund reaction, or we can say it is a reduction also. Rosenmund is the name of the scientist. So it is very important reaction, students. So many time in JEE as well as in NEET exam they will ask the question on the basis of Rosenmund reaction. This is a named reaction. Okay, see. Here I am using the example acetyl chloride, CH3C double bond OCl. This is what? Acetyl chloride. It undergoes reduction. You know reduction, we can always add the hydrogen H2. And here palladium you can use and barium sulfate. These are the strong reducing agent. Palladium as well as BaSO4, barium sulfate. So what happens, students? Here I am using the H2, means 2 hydrogens are there, H single bond H. Okay, so what happened? So it undergoes reduction. HCl will remove like this H and this Cl. HCl is removed and remaining hydrogen going to attach to this carbon. So here we will get a CH3 C double bond OH, and HCl is removed as the byproduct, and here we will get a acetaldehyde. Now clear how acetaldehyde will get by using the acetyl chloride? In exam they will ask. Sometimes they are given the reaction only, they are not given the product, and there is asked identify the product in above reaction. In series of reaction mostly they are asking the question in NEET exam. Okay, so we'll see the another example of aromatic compound. See benzoyl chloride. This is the example of benzoyl chloride. Benzene ring containing C double bond O Cl group. It is an acetyl group. Benzene ring C double bond O Cl. We can say it is a benzoyl chloride. It undergoes reduction. H2 means 2 hydrogen were added in presence of palladium and barium sulfate. These are the strong reducing agent. So what happened? H2 means H single bond H. 2 hydrogen is there. So HCl will remove like this H and this Cl. HCl remove, and this remaining hydrogen going to attach to this carbon. So simply here we will get a benzaldehyde, and HCl is removed as the byproduct. Now clear, students? Rosenmund reduction. It is a very important reaction. So simply it undergoes reduction and we will get a aldehydes. So student, in next class we will discuss the another method to prepare the aldehyde as well as ketone. So thank you so much for watching this video.